In this video, I will illustrate the basic use of split screen function in Filmora 10. So first we need to select split screen. We have all these different choices. I'm going to left click on one of them and hold it down with my mouse and then drag it to the timeline. By default, it is 5 seconds long. If our clips are longer than 5 seconds and we want to have this duration be longer, we can drag this to the right to increase the size of the clip or length of the clip. So I'm going to make mine roughly 6 seconds, slightly over. So now we want to double click the split screen, and then on our preview window we have 1, 2, 3. Now we need to drag our clips into those fields. So I'm in my project media folder, clicking with my left mouse and dragging it into the field for all 3 clips. So there we have a split screen with 3 clips. Now if we play these, what's going to happen is we're going to have audio 3 times. So that might be desired, or you might not desire to have any audio. So as we click each clip, we have some controls. So when we click the top clip, over here if we want to mute the audio, we can select the icon for the speaker. If we want to mute this video audio, we can do so there, and on this one as well. So now if we hit play, there's no audio in any of the clips. So that's your choice. You have to decide what you want for audio. We can also select a clip and then zoom in or out. So in this case, I'm going to zoom out until the engine fills the frame. I can also, in the window for this specific clip, drag it to the left or drag it to the right, so we can reposition this in the frame how we would like it. And we can do the same on the top clip, as well as this clip here. Alright, so now let's go back in our timeline and hit play. So there you go. We've created this split screen effect in Filmora, but we might want to make a few quick adjustments to the video. So when we double click this clip, we have an advanced button. So if I select advanced, here we have the clips in the preview window, and we have a new timeline with all 3. When I move through the timeline, you'll notice how the top car has a wobble at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to move this to the point where the wobble stops. I'm going to select the top clip. Oops, it's the bottom clip in this case, DSC_4711. I'm going to left click and drag to the right, and then drag the entire clip to the left. Now at the start here, that car does not have that distinctive wobble in the video. The next thing I want to do is get something more interesting than looking at the door handle. So I'm going to resize my timeline here by left clicking and dragging to the left with the mouse and then letting go. I'm going to move the marker further up in the timeline. Now you'll notice it stops there because that's the end of the split screen effect. Right now it's at the 6-second mark approximately. So that's all the further we can go, unfortunately. So let's just randomly, oops. We need to select the top clip, 4705. Now we're going to left click and we can drag this further to the right. So I'm going to drag it very far to the right and then check to see how it ended up. So there we're more into the car, which is what I wanted. I don't think I need to go so extreme on that. So there, we've edited the clips Let's play that back. So there, with the split screen, we now have 3 separate windows. We've learned here that we can mute the audio by clicking on the clip and then left clicking on the audio icon. We can zoom in or out, I guess out and in that case. We can grab the video and reframe it. Now we need to be careful of this edge here, so we need to make sure that we fill up the entire window. And again, if we can click this lower left clip, then we have control over zooming in and out of that clip. And we have the same by clicking the right clip. We can zoom out on that as well. So there we have it, the split screen effect. So let's select OK. And then we'll go ahead and select OK. So there we have it in the timeline. Now one thing you want to keep in mind is that right now it's going from black into one of those clips, or fading into those clips. So what if you want something different than that? So we can select media, and let's go ahead and put another image or video behind the clip. And what I'm going to do is position this somewhat in the middle of that clip. So now when we hit play, as I scrub through the timeline, we have the regular car, and then we fade to our split screen effect. So I personally like that a lot better than the black, but that is personal preference. So keep that in mind, that you could layer the split screen on top of the layer of a background video or image, so you don't have to have it always be black. So let's go ahead and hit play on that to give you a preview. So that's the basics of the split screen effect in Filmora 10.